Scientists agree that the age we started to age is when the cells begin to break down. From this point of view, we see that there are many unanswered questions about this process. When exactly does our aging process begin? It is not easy to answer this question, as aging is a concept that varies for everyone. Some people may have wrinkles, but otherwise they can be very healthy and fit. On the other hand, some people's skin does not wrinkle, but their health condition is bad. Another thing that makes it difficult for us to know when we started to age is the cultural legends that prevail these days. There are many methods to help you look young even in older age. However, this does not mean that you are not aging. Your appearance is just one of the variables that define when you started to age and is undoubtedly not the most important variable. Other processes define the point where aging begins much more clearly. Our aging process. The first thing we have to say is that aging is a complex process. It is so complex that experts have more questions than answers on this topic. At what age does our aging process begin? Among other things, it is not easy to determine because this process does not start at the same age in every person. Even all organs do not age at the same time. There is also something called biological aging, and psychological or social aging. In any way, it is generally accepted that aging begins when functional tissue deterioration occurs. Although this is not entirely true, experts predict that aging begins when dysfunction begins in the cells. Some of these dysfunctions are as follows. Accumulation of gene disorders, shortening of telomeres at the end of chromosomes, errors in the destruction of defective proteins. When exactly does our aging process begin? There are no common ideas about when exactly people started to age. The most prudent experts say that this process started from the age of 25, as it is the age when cells begin to break down. Especially the process of loss of muscle mass begins gradually. Jamie McKell, former manager of NASA's Aging Lab, says that when people turn 30, they start to age. He states that at that age the genetic program began to deteriorate and changes in appearance were made. Some of these changes are as follows. Weight gain, metabolism slows down, some hormonal changes, loss of memory, changes in sleep patterns. After that, the speed of the process depends on genetics and lifestyle. A study by Stanford University. According to a study conducted at Stanford University, our aging process takes place in 3 stages, and this process is not uniform. In this study, published in the journal Nature Medicine, it is stated that there are 5 indicators of aging. First, a slower metabolism, weaker bones and bone structure, also memory problems, change in sleep patterns. Finally, the loss of muscle structure. There are 3 big aging moments according to these parameters. The first takes place at the age of 34, the second at 60, and the third at 78. From this point of view, the age we started to age is 34. According to Tony Wiss-Corre, director of the study and professor of neurology and neurological sciences, noticeable changes occur in blood-borne proteins at the specified ages. These are the things that determine these 3 aging moments. Chronological age and biological age. Chronological age is the traditional age concept. It represents the years you've lived since the day you were born. This is basically a social and cultural indicator. However, it is very important from a biological point of view. On the other hand, biological age is measured by cell disruption. To be more precise, it can be said that the body is measured by its energy capacity to repair cell disruptions. This can be seen thanks to the lengths of telomeres. Telomeres are located at the ends of the chromosomes. Whenever a cell divides, they become shorter until it is exhausted and the cell dies. The state of this process allows specialists to measure the biological age, which is not always the same as the chronological age. And finally, you can support the video by following us smiley face.